My dearest one, the angels have a profound message for you about someone who occupies a sacred space in your heart, a person you can't stop thinking about. Though they love you deeply, they've been fighting silent battles within themselves, causing them to step back. This distance doesn't mean their feelings have faded. Rather, they're overwhelmed by the intensity of what you awaken in them. The angels want you to know that this separation holds purpose. It will help you make sense of the heartache you've carried. They've been watching over you both, witnessing the unbreakable connection you share, one written in the stars long before you met. Your beloved cherishes you beyond measure, but the depth of emotion you inspire has shaken them. To someone who has spent years guarding their heart, such love can feel like a storm, beautiful yet terrifying. Their instinct was to retreat, not because they don't care, but because they fear losing themselves in the vulnerability love demands. This time apart isn't the end. It's a sacred pause. They need it to heal old wounds, to confront fears they've buried, and to learn how to hold love without trembling. In quiet moments, you're on their mind and in their heart. They ache to close the distance, but first they must face the shadows that whisper love is dangerous. The angels ask you to be patient. This journey is refining them, teaching them that what they feel for you isn't a threat, but a gift. Every day without you is a lesson. Slowly, they're realizing that love isn't a cage but wings. The angels are gently guiding them, helping them see that what you share is worth courage, not fear. Trust that this separation is carving a path back to you, one where they'll return not as the broken soul who left, but as someone ready to love you without walls. You might not see the changes yet, but heaven is at work. Behind the silence, they're unraveling lifetimes of doubt, learning to trust that your love is safe. When they come back, it won't be out of loneliness or habit. It will be a choice, a full-hearted surrender to what you've always meant to them. Until then, nurture your spirit. Your joy is a magnet, your growth, a beacon. The more you flourish, the brighter your light becomes, and light always leads lost souls home. The angels vow this love cannot be undone by time or trials. The challenges ahead are sacred fires, burning away all that stands between you and the love you're destined to claim. They will return, not just to your arms, but to the truth they've been running from, that you are their sanctuary. When that day comes, every tear will make sense. Hold on, dear heart. The story isn't over. It's being rewritten in gold. You are loved beyond measure. Trust the journey. A gentle reminder from the universe. Every moment you're experiencing is part of a divine design, carefully weaving your paths back together. What feels like separation now is actually sacred preparation, a time when both of you are being shaped for a love that will flourish without shadows of fear. Stay steady in your hope, for when your souls reunite, it will transcend mere physical presence. They will return to you renewed in heart and spirit, having shed the weights that once held them back. When that destined moment arrives, every tear, every unanswered prayer, and every silent night of wondering will suddenly make sense. You'll realize no struggle was wasted. Each one was quietly building the foundation for a love too radiant to be contained by past limitations. The angels are orchestrating details you can't yet see, aligning circumstances so that when you come together again, it will be with clarity, wholeness, and the profound certainty that this bond was always meant to be. This isn't merely waiting, it's sacred becoming. While physically apart, you're both undergoing the most important work, learning to receive love without armor, to trust without hesitation. Your partner is dismantling barriers they once thought were permanent, discovering that true strength lies in vulnerability. Meanwhile, your patience is nourishing their courage, even across the distance. The reunion coming isn't an ending. It's the dawning of something extraordinary. You'll recognize one another not just with your eyes, but with your souls, because you've both grown in ways that make this love possible now, in ways it couldn't have been before. The challenges were never obstacles. They were the very experiences required to prepare you for this depth of connection. So breathe through the uncertainty. The universe whispers, what is meant for you will find you at the perfect moment. Your love story isn't paused. It's being written in invisible ink, soon to reveal itself in full brilliance. Every day, you're closer to the chapter where fears dissolve and only truth remains. This is your sacred promise. One morning, you'll wake to discover the waiting has quietly turned into arrival. The love you've nurtured in the dark will blossom in sunlight, more breathtaking than you imagined. Until then, know that celestial hands are guiding you both, not toward an uncertain future, but toward the love your souls recognized in each other from the very beginning. The greatest adventures begin precisely when we're ready to live them. Yours is nearer than you think. Keep believing. The universe always keeps its promises. Every step of this journey has been divinely choreographed. The quiet spaces between you are not emptiness, they're fertile ground where miracles take root. What looks like distance is actually sacred alignment at work. Your loved one isn't just returning, they're being rebuilt from the inside out, piece by precious piece, until they can love you the way you've always deserved. This transformation isn't easy for them. Imagine standing at the edge of an ocean, knowing you must swim but fearing the depth. That's where they are, gathering courage to dive into a love that once terrified them. The walls they built over a lifetime are crumbling, and with each stone that falls, they're discovering the breathtaking truth. Love isn't something to survive, but something to thrive in. The angels want you to understand something profound. Your patience isn't passive waiting. Every day you choose hope. You're sending invisible lifelines across the universe to their heart. Your steadfast belief is the compass guiding them home. When they finally cross that threshold back to you, they'll bring gifts you can't yet imagine. Eyes that see you clearly without the distortion of old fears. Hands that hold you without the instinct to pull away. A heart that's learned the sacred art of staying. This reunion won't simply pick up where you left off. It will transcend everything that came before. You'll marvel at how the struggles that once seemed like obstacles were actually shaping you both into perfect counterparts. The misunderstandings that caused pain will become wisdom. The lonely nights will transform into stories you'll whisper with gratitude. Here's the sacred truth the angels emphasize. The love waiting for you isn't just a feeling. It's a living, breathing entity you're co-creating across time and space. Even now, as you read these words, invisible threads are drawing you closer to that moment of recognition when your eyes meet, and you'll know, without words, that every step was worth it. So when doubt creeps in, remember, you're not waiting for love, you're waiting with love, and that makes all the difference. The universe winks at you today, dear one. Can you feel it? The next chapter is already being written in the language of miracles. Your courage to keep believing is turning the page. The best love stories aren't those without challenges. They're those where love transforms the challenges into wings. Yours is being feathered now. My dearest one, the angels have a profound message for you about someone who occupies a sacred space in your heart, a person you can't stop thinking about. Though they love you deeply, they've been fighting silent battles within themselves, causing them to step back. This distance doesn't mean their feelings have faded. Rather, they're overwhelmed by the intensity of what you awaken in them. The angels want you to know that this separation holds purpose.